Hello, everybody. Hello. Greetings and welcome to another wonderful day of the Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Kathy Bullock coming to you from Berea, Kentucky, and I'm hoping that you are just feeling as happy as I am to be alive in this world, have another day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Greetings to all my Facebook family who are here. Welcome. All of those who are with us on Zoom, welcome to each one of you. Everybody, join me in waving hello to all of our visitors and friends. Can you feel the joy and feel the love? Whoosha, whoosha. Well, anyway, this is day 978, as my girl Carolyn has just, shown us. 978 days straight, y'all. Miracles do happen here at the Daily Antidote of Song, where we share music. We have fantastic artists, singers, creators who come and share their music. We sing along, magic is made, then we move on to the next day and do it all over again. Greetings from Carpe Diem, who makes all of this possible, and the great Joe Rossi, who is our fearless leader of this whole thing, been with us all 978 days. And thank you, Jaden, for being our assistant and tech person, keeping it running. Our person who's coming today, Katie Martucci, I'll tell you a little bit more about her in a minute. In the meantime, I get to greet everybody who's on with us today to say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Christiana and Bob, I love that 978. And welcome Deborah in Kentucky. She's down the road a piece from me. Hey, Dan in Vienna, welcome. Hoda, I love your smile. Welcome. Gary, get Christine. My love, good to see you always. Sheila in Florida. Hindi, welcome. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Sarah in Texas. Delhi, hey. Carolyn in DC. Ruth in UK. That's United Kingdom, y'all. Bonnie in Boise. Arlene in Berkeley, Dory and Ollie in Rhode Island, and a beautiful cat looks like right there. And Susan G. Annette, California, Carolyn in snowy Boise. Let it snow, let it snow. Oh, that's the wrong key. Let it snow. I better stop while I'm ahead. Curly Tops, my people. Hey, how you doing? Willard and Leanna, and oh my God. Mwah! Love ya. Aloysius, good to see you. Nancy, I think there is a blank space for Nancy. Usually we see her cow. But anyway, Kate in Charlottesville, good to see you. Cricket, Jamie in Victoria, British Columbia. Kate, who's on the road. Kathy, welcome with that gorgeous pooch from the stolen Arapaho in Cheyenne. Kevin in DC. Hey, Ann in Maryland, Simke in Maryland, Ralph in Victoria, welcome Susan in Seattle, Tim in Philadelphia, Bob, welcome Claire in Boise, Storm, and Morris. And then we have videos from Bob, Bronwyn, Fred, Charmaine, Jenny, Marcia, Linda, and Jim. Woo! Take a few minutes, everybody. Deep breath. Okay. I hear there's snow some places where you are, and other places like me, it's just a bit gray and rainy, but it's still all beautiful. Now, today I get to introduce someone who's not a stranger to the Daily Antidote of Song. That's Katie Martucci. She is coming to us from Brooklyn, New York. This wonderful soloist and songwriter. She does a lot of work on her own and has two groups she works with, Tucci Swing and Ladles. She'll tell you about that in a minute. She has an upcoming EP. And in the meantime, join me in welcoming Katie. Take it.
Woo woo! Thank you, Kathy. Hello, everyone. It's so good to be here with you again. Um, yeah, as Kathy mentioned, I get to play in a couple different groups. I think if you were here around this time last year. You might have met some of my bandmates in Tucci Swing. Um, and we're still going strong, still working together. And that's like a vocal trio jazz group. And then the other group, I love threes. So I can't stay away. So the other group is also a trio. That's the Ladles, and that's more in the folk realm. But yeah, just anytime I get to sing in a group with two other women, I just, jump at the opportunity. It's so much fun. Yeah. Oh, and then this EP, the that came out actually a week ago, and it's called Note to Self, and it's the first one of the first like big solo project pushes I've ever put out there, and I'm feeling really proud and really excited of those songs and getting to present them in a just a new way, new sounds. So definitely give it a listen, and if anyone's on Bandcamp, that's probably a good way to download that if you want to check it out. Yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous. So what you got for us today, Katie?
So we're gonna do a song which I'm learning is maybe even more appropriate than I would have thought. It's one of my favorite holiday songs called "What Are You Doing New Year's Eve," and I grew up listening to the Ella Fitzgerald Christmas CDs. So this is just always. Sometimes in July I'll be like, oh, you know what I want to sing? What are you doing New Year's Eve? And I just learned that New Year's is going to land on the 1000th day of this. So I think we all have a plan, which is great.
Woo wee. Y'all, that is
Truly amazing. Truly amazing. So yeah, I'll go through it, and then we take a break and then we do it again, right? Yeah, cool. I should know this by now, but here we go. Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Who's gonna be the one to hold you tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night? Welcoming in the new year. New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you receive. Oh, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve.
Oh, that was so sweet and wonderful and so short. Oh my
Sure.
goodness.
Yes.
I need to hear it like three, four more times. That was like, yes. And it's so appropriate, as you said, Katie, because New Year's is going to be jamming the lines, her virtual lines are jamming here all day long on day 1000 of the Daily Antidote of Song. And you did a fabulous job as usual and just took us to that. Mm, that warm and comfy and yeah. Thank you for doing that.
Thank
Tell
you.
us, oh my goodness. Several on chat have talked about that being their favorite song and loving the four-note jazz
Mm.
chords that you did,
Oh, yeah.
playing on the guitar. Really beautiful. So, let me see. We were talking and before I have a few announcements and you tell us a little bit more about your EP, we were talking about another two other things that we had in common. One of them was the whole Jalopy Records.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of you may have heard of Jalopy Records. Some of you may not have heard of it. But it's a fascinating organization that I think they specialize in songs with folk material and historical. And I've had the pleasure of working with Jalopy Records for a major project I was doing, Songs of Slavery and Emancipation. It was the first time of having this music be out in the world since 1700s and
Mm.
1800s, and I was part of the performance of it. Tim Erickson was on there. We had people from all over the country, and that put this booklet together, and Jalopy Records are the people that made it happen. Oh, it's been fabulous. Now tell me about you and Jalopy.
Well, it's been a really big part of my time in Brooklyn. I moved here in 2017, and a friend had started this education program there called Jalopy Junior, which is, as it would suggest, for kids ages like, I mean, at this point now it's like 4 to 14, 15 years old. And it's an amazing thing. There's group classes, private classes, and the kids come in and they can learn ukulele, fiddle, banjo. And so myself and a handful of other teachers run different ensembles. So there's like the ukulele kids from like, they're like 4 and 5, the beginner folk group, and just seeing like, a 6-year-old trying to hold a banjo and they're like barely fitting her.
That is too cute.
It's so
Oh,
cute.
it's so right. Oh,
Yeah, and I think Jalopy as a space, the people who run it, Lynette and Jeff, are just an extremely um, gracious and generous couple. And so people go there and I think feel very welcomed and very supported and want to hang out there. So a lot of the times the parents, like drop their kids off and then stay and like have dinner and have a couple of drinks and like hang out with each other in the bar. um, and as a result, it's just like a really nice community. And there's also adult classes, and those are the things that I'm teaching now. I do a voice class and a songwriting class for the month of December. And yeah, a really just like multifunctional, multi-purpose kind of space. There's the theater and then the bar, and then they do the folk festival, which I think Joe went to and had a great time at. They have the record company, so they're really doing a lot of good work. And if anyone wants to get involved with classes or wants to present something, they are always open. So definitely,
I want to
stay in
go
touch.
tomorrow. Road trip, road
Yeah,
trip. We need to
let's
go. Oh
go.
man, Kathleen asked, "Is this the place with Balkan music stuff?" They said they had been to Jalopy in
Yeah,
Brooklyn for Balkan music. Is
yeah,
it that?
that's happened. Yeah, and there's a jalopy choir that also doesn't exclusively do Balkan music, but they do music from, kind of just like international stuff. So they'll definitely do Balkan from time
Uh,
to time.
when I'm over that way, my son lives in New York City, so when I'm there, I just need to go check it out. I'm
Yes,
so
come,
excited.
come. They would be so happy to see you.
One of the many organizations that's doing such wonderful work, groundwork. They're just doing it,
Mhm,
making it happen, making connections, building and nourishing and feeding our communities. And
mhm,
so we want to take a moment to just say thanks and
mhm.
an acknowledgement of
Absolutely.
them. And thank you to you, Katie, and all you do as you make all these things happen. And with Brooklyn, I think I was talking with Joe earlier about the Brooklyn Folk Festival. You referenced that. What is that exactly? What's going on?
So that's one of the festivals that Jalopy puts on,
Okay.
and um, yeah, it draws from a lot of local musicians, and then also people touring acts will come through, and it's changed location a few times recently, but I think for the most part it happens at St. Anne's Church, and Joe can maybe correct me on that where it was this year. Um, but yeah, I really love all the different things that they partner with. They're starting to do stuff with, um, the Ashokan Center, which is another great community space. Places like the festival, the Hoot Festival up there. So yeah,
Wow.
that's my
There's so
favorite
many.
part of things, and Daily Antidote being a huge piece of this is that kind of like music web and network, where the world just starts to feel smaller than it already is. And
It does. And we
yeah,
feel connected. And there is
yes,
healing in that connection. There is
mhm,
uplift and encouragement when you feel like you're not alone, but we're
yeah,
connected in so many different ways. And I love it. As you're speaking, there are others on the chat who are sharing of events and activities that are happening in their communities around this time. Other specific World Central Kitchen is going on. And I would add to to that, here in Kentucky, there is a fundraiser tomorrow that I'm involved with, and it's called Affrilachian Joy instead of Appalachian, Affrilachian, and it
mm,
is highlighting. It's a fundraiser for those African Americans who live in Appalachia, particularly who were affected by the flooding. We
mm,
had some terrible flooding here in the Appalachian region. And so some of the flood, this is about flood relief for those victims, particularly for African Americans who often feel they are overlooked or unheard, who live in this region. So this fundraiser tomorrow that I get to be in is to help with that here, among the many other things. And it's like, take your pick, get working, get going, folks. And I'm speaking to the choir with the Daily Antidote of Song because our folk are just involved in so many things, but it's just encouraging to know. And whoo, that is, it's just work to be done. I got all these places to visit now. Okay, now especially, let me see. You said I have some announcements, but I want to make sure. Did you tell us all about your EP? You said Note to Self is the name of it.
yeah. And
Mm.
yeah, like I said, it's out, and it's 6 songs that I've written, man, over the course. Some of them are as old as 6 years ago, but for the most, and some of them are much more recent, but they're all songs about, some sort of like unspoken third thing in the room. So whether it's like your family history, or some dynamic in a friendship, or some sort of personal health thing that has kind of been shadowing you throughout your life, those are things that I was thinking about and writing about, and really just got to work with an amazing team of people to make a whole sonic landscape for those songs.
Sonic landscape. It sounds
Yeah,
rich. It sounds like I want to taste some
exactly.
more of this. Yes, Katie. Um, Christiana and Bob ask, "Are you related to jazz drummer Tony Martucci from Pittsburgh?"
No, I am
Okay.
not. There's a lot of Martucci's out there, but I'm only related to the jazz pianist Vinnie Martucci. Yeah.
Benny Mont. Hey, we'll take it. It's
Yeah,
in
he's
the
pretty
blood,
good.
baby. In the blood. That's fabulous. Oh, before I forget, y'all, I'm wearing this shirt, and I want everybody to know. It says, "I love gospel
Mm.
music." Yes. So just had to add that to you to my statement today. I can't make it any lower because then you'd see my PJs at the bottom, but so I can't do that part. I did tell you, didn't I? But anyway, anyway, I'm just taking one of those Fridays, you know what I'm saying, like that, and just enjoying what do you do in New Year's, thinking about that as well. Um, Listen, we have for everybody. I'm going to take some announcements, and Katie, we need to come back and sing that again to go out with the New Year's flow. But announcement, ding, ding, ding. The Daily Santidote. Did y'all hear the Santidote? This is the last day for you to sign up. Anybody? It's about sharing gifts to others and making those connections even more real. That ends on 12/11, which is this coming Sunday. So get connected if you're not to the Daily Santidote gift giving celebration or activity that we're doing. Now, up to December 31st, any of you can donate to helping this organization and this process continue. And we have a donor who will match any new donors who come in and any new dollars. So if you want to update what you're doing, in terms of the money you're doing, or your new donor, this donor will match whatever you share. So we invite you to, to dig in and also help to promote this really life giving organization, process, event. Through it, I've met so many wonderful new friends, and not just here in the US, but all over the world. And it's just, I don't know, magical is one of the words. Transformative is one. Just with and connect with all the phenomenal people like Katie who are doing things all around. And we've already mentioned day 1000 will be New Year's Eve. And that just happened like that. You know, when Joe started this program about 2, 3 years ago, she says, okay, when we get to day 1000, it'll just fall on New Year's Eve. And so we'll be ready to celebrate then. Ha! Not really, but there was a bigger plan in mind. So we're going to be jamming like all day on New Year's Eve. I'm just telling you in advance. And if you want to go, the big jam will be at Joe's house down in Tacoma. I'm just inviting everybody to come to Joe's house because all day, baby, they're going to be jamming and celebrating. We have all these other things coming. We have our celebrating December, our community sing, which is going to be Wednesday the 21st, 6:30 to 8:30. That'll be fully virtual. And so we just got a lot of stuff going on. So I invite you to continue to sort of stay in that zone, that space of appreciation, celebration, of giving to others, reaching out, and caring and sharing, which is what this whole program has been about. And I'm sending you joy and love from my heart to yours as we get ready to sing again. What are you doing, New Year's? Bring us again, Katie. Are y'all? I think I saw y'all singing along and swaying and moving. Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. All right, thank you, Kathy, and thank you all for being here and for having me as your guest today. Here we go. Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing, New Year's? New Year's Eve. Who's gonna be the one to hold you tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock at night? Welcoming in the new year. New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you receive. Ah, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing, New Year's? New Year's Eve. What are you doing, New Year's? New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie. Oh man, whether it's snow in Idaho or whether it's sun in Hawaii, it doesn't matter. Um, we are alive and well and able to celebrate and share with the ones we love. Um, and thank you for reminding us of all of that, Katie, and bringing that song and that I want to say the word sultry, but I don't know if that's appropriate or not. But it's like, yeah, baby, yes. Thank you so much, and you have such a wonderful smile. Thank you all for joining us today. It was really lovely, and so I think we have to say, see ya. tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I think it's that time, y'all. For our Facebook family, if this is your first time joining us, don't let it be your last. The magic happens every day at this time, 12 o'clock Eastern time. And we sing, we share, we learn, we smile. Sometimes we even cry together, but we are a community and we grow, and it's all wonderful. There's this healing that's going out to the world, sending it out to you. So thanks for being with us, everybody on Facebook. Thank you, my dear friends here on Zoom. Don't be surprised if you hear knocking your door and that's me. And Keith on our road trip, you'll say, "Oh no, who's that at the door?" Hey, it might be me. Oh my goodness. I know I told Deborah, come on, we just got to make it happen. So in the meantime, I'll get to say see you to everybody who's here. Thank you again, Joe, just for being the fabulous Joe. That's all I can say. Joe, look up fabulous in the dictionary and there's her picture. There you go. That's all you had to say. And then Jaden, fabulous Jaden, for helping us with our tech and keeping it together as assistants. Thank you, Christiana, for joining us. And Deborah in Kentucky, who I have to make connections. We got to get together. And since I'm not that far away, Dan in Vienna, thanks for joining us. Give it up one more time for Katie Martucci. Woo, 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 woo. New Year's Eve. And then, and in Nashville, thanks for joining us. Thanks for Claire in Boise. Thank you, Diane, for coming a storm. As usual, I love your hat. Thank you for being with us today. Good to see you, Julie in Ontario. Great to see you. Linda Rose in Massachusetts. Jamie in Victoria, British Columbia. Glad to see you. I think, let me see. Is that everybody? I might not have seen everybody. Oh, there you are. Okay, I didn't see all the rest of the folks. We got, I said Linda Rose, Arlene, yes, in Berkeley, and Dory in Rhode Island, and Susan G, thank you, and Ned in California, thank you, Carolyn, love you much there in Boise, Curly Toss, my people, Leanna and Willem, and then Kate in Charlottesville, Bonnie in Boise, always good to see you, and Sarah in Texas, and Ruth, always lovely to see you, my dear. Kathleen, thank you for coming from Albuquerque, Carolyn in DC, hey, Delhi, thank you, Sheila, with the migrating birds, ooh, and I've said thanks to Deborah and Christiana without Song Bob in Maryland. Oh, they shifted where you were. I think I said Dan Hoda and Gary, and if I didn't, I'm saying Dan Hoda and Gary. Thank you, and Cricket. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us from the Stolen Arapaho Cheyenne lands. Thank you for coming and reminding us. Thank you, Kevin in DC. Thank you, Anna in Maryland, Ralph in Victoria, Susan Seattle, Tim in Philadelphia. Hey, Tim. Bob, Gesser, welcome. And thank you, Jim. Thanks, Kevin. Kevin and New Hampshire. Hey, always good to see you, Aloysius. Hey, thanks for joining us. And I see Jaden on tech again, which I've already said thank you, my dear darling. And Bob and the Bear in Massachusetts. Jane in Texas. Nancy, thank you. And I have videos from Hindi, Jenny, Marsha, Loriana, Katrina, Courtney, and Busy, another mover and shaker for Carpe Diem, and Jane and Amos. And I believe that's what we have today. So, love to everybody. Have a fantastic day. Delighting in the moment right now.